remember how to get this. Okay, here we are. Okay, just hold on a bit. Let me post this. And one here. And there we go. All right. Just gonna move this over a bit so I can see a little bit better. All right. I guess until anybody comes in, I can just do some doodling, maybe get where I don't know. Always tired during these things. Binks, what are you doing? What are you doing, Binks, under there? Okay. Alright. Let us test out these markers. Just got these in today. So, yeah. Alright, let's just go down the line. Just go down the line and see how they look. Oh. I should probably move this so that way they're not. Yeah, that way I don't have too much of a shot. Alright. Let's just be a simple swatch kind of thing. Alright. Canary yellow. Brown. Caramel. Yeah, that's a nice color. I definitely know what I can use that for. Saffron. We're on our way to Saffron City. Oh no, wait. No, Celadon City. No, Viridian City. Bah. Oh well. Alright. Peach. Sienna. Alright. To anyone watching this later, I know this must be riveting, but I probably could have done this beforehand. But I just wanted to, I guess, share this first experience because I never bought these kind of markers before. or used these kind of markers before. Orange. Yeah, that's definitely going to be something. Very, very, and it sounds like one of the cats is doing something that they should not be doing. Brick red. 'Cause she's a brick house. She's my tomato, gonna let it all hang out. 'Cause she's a brick house. I like to lay the stats, and that's the fact. Ain't holding nothing back. She knows she's got everything that a woman needs to get a man. How can she lose with a set she used? 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand. 'Cause she's a brick. I'll stop my terrible singing now. Those last couple ones were pink, red, and this one is violet. Honestly, how's there not been like a character, a violent character whose main theme color is violet? Just for the pun of violet's gone, violet is violent. That's upside down. There we go. Black, which, yeah, I've got Sharpies, so of course that's what it's gonna look like. I don't even know I did that. Periwinkle. True blue. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy, Blue. Blue, do you understand? I do not want to see an old man die tonight. That is a reference I do not pull out all the time. Let's see. Light cerulean blue. Alright. Kind of like a raindrop. Alright. Ink blue. Ah. That's what that is. Alright. I'm almost done with this, and after this I'll draw something. I'll actually draw something and then use these on it. Ultramarine. So, just 4 more, and then I'll start drawing. What was this? Bright green. Oh, come on. Really? Ah, there we go. Okay. Binks, get down. Binks. Dark green. Binks, come on. Come on, Binks. Binks, down. There we go. Just gonna get the last one out. Leaf green, wrong side. Yeah, I can see it. And apple green. Okay, that's actually the color that I'm more wanting. Okay, so these are all the available colors that I have. Think. What to draw? What to draw that I can use to utilize these? I think I've got it. By Jove, I've got it. I was gonna color that, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll color it. All right, let me just let me get a reference up. A reference up. Move this over a little bit so I can get a better look. Okay. Yep. Let's see, what's the pose? It should be. Ah. Too close. There we go. All right. And pretty much until either I get bored or something, I don't know. But if anyone has, whatever. Okay, that song is stuck in my head. Three Caballeros song. Three Caballeros with three Caballeros. Which I hope that they're able to get the three Caballeros to appear in the new DuckTales cartoon, which they can't use Mickey, but I hope they can bring in Jose and Panchito. I loved that movie when I was a kid. looks way better. Aloha Sophistry. Nah, you're not late. I think you're the you're the first person to comment. So you get dibs. You get first question dibs or request dibs, or you know, in general. Seems a bit long. Yeah, that's fine, sophistry. PC's requested art. Man. You know, it's always impressive to me for anyone that just I'm people who do requested art, like that they take requests. It always impresses me that people do that, not in a negative way, but mostly in a sense of like I don't have much confidence in my art, and so I mean that's mostly why when I do take suggestions and stuff, for the most part I keep them done in pencil, because I can always fix it later, and I just don't have confidence that I am that good of an artist. So it just wows me whenever I see commission pieces, because it's like, man, I wish I could be that confident. get my markers out. Let's take a drink of water real quick. Gotta stay hydrated. That did not sound good. Okay. Markers. Markers, and more markers. Do you like... I don't need markers, I need my pens. I don't know why. I guess it's because I got my markers. That's why I said markers. I gotta stop saying markers. Alright, one more time. Markers. Scale of 1 to 10, I am at a 10 and confident that I will mess this up once I get to the coloring phase with the markers, the testing. I've never used them before, and I'm just sure that I will screw up. And what better a place to screw up than live from New York? It's Saturday night. Huh. Actually, it's Saturday. But it's not New York. Kind of markers. M-A-R-K-E-R-S. What kind of markers? Since I am poor, oh so very, very poor, I am using Blick. Alpaca recommended these to me. I just now got around. Although something kind of interesting about this is that yeah, it came in with the package kind of cracked, but I'm not picky, so I really should put that on a different shelf. So I'm not that picky. Yeah, in case you didn't see it, here are the colors that it does. So up pin. So I will do a test Heckapoo just to see how they do. But first, let's get this done. Messed up on that. Oh well. Cut, print, open the gate, and moving on. I wouldn't hold my breath. As I said, I've never used these markers, or any markers really, for art before. I'm just testing them out to see if they're a good fit for me. I mean, granted, I spent like 40, close to 40, a little bit over $40 on them, but if anything, I can always gift them to an artist friend if these don't turn out. So, recycling, the artist's way to gift. Great, now I just have that line from the new DuckTales, you know, Louie. It's like, lying, it's the responsible thing to do. That's everything, so let us grab an eraser. Although first, let's make sure everything's dry. And there's the unfinished lines. Gonna quickly do this. Okay. All right. Yeah, although speaking of the shows being on the internet and stuff, yeah, I recently looked up the OKKO episode list, and next week's episodes are already up on Kim Cartoon, which I think it might be because, I don't know, I don't know if, hold on. Okay. Ow. I'm gonna move my markers so that way I don't have to reach over. It might be because the OKKO might be on. The episodes might be up on their CN app, which means that the episodes can easily be uploaded onto the internet. So, yeah, I'm all caught up on OKKO. OKKO. We'll fight to the end. You are my best friend. Let's start the show. Okay, hold on. Let's see if this is going to be like that. Then, oh, okay. That, a little bit there, a little bit there. Okay. Alright, which would be better for her hair? It'd probably just be best for plain old red. Plain old red, plain old red. So used to. How's that bleeding? Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, the theme is really catchy. Yeah, all the episodes so far, up to episode 22, are up on Kim Cartoon. Not that I don't recommend supporting the official release. I do recommend supporting the official release. It's just a matter of availability and avoiding Teen Titans Go. I swear though, with OKKO, like, that show, man. It's, first off, it's funny, but secondly, like, a lot of people accuse Steven Universe of being a gay show, but OKKO so far is like beating them in just how, like, because, all right, so in the background, two of the background characters is this Shaolin monk guy and this like G.I. Joe looking guy, and they are clearly dating. And as soon as I saw them, like, they are always in the background together, and like they're either being touchy-feely or just hanging out. And as soon as I saw them in that situation, I'm just like, well, there's a ship. And then there's the whole Enid and Red Action. And then with one of the newer episodes, spoilers, showing a little bit of Enid's backstory with another character. I'm just like, just throughout the entirety of the background of that backstory, I'm just like, wow, these two are dating. Good on you, Cartoon Network. Good on you. Oh no. Great, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head. Well, I guess the best way to get rid of it is to get something else in there. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo. Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales. Danger lurks behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales, woo. You know, that probably isn't that good of an idea either, because that song will get stuck in. You know what? Theme songs are probably a bad idea to sing. But they're just so catchy. Of course, that's kind of the point. Even if I can't remember most of them from my childhood. I mean, I know some of the lyrics. Although I know one that I can start singing, I can get like up to like the main chorus, and I know that Nobody. I'm nobody. Nobody else will believe that it actually was a real show, and that is, of course, the gummy bears. I mean, but just seriously, the adventures of the gummy bears. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly, with stories to tell. All through the forest they sing out in chorus, marching along as their songs fill the air. Gummy bears, bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the gummy bears. What was Disney thinking? Of course. Just 1 second while I get this lid out. There. Okay. Who's the girl? What's her name? Is she cool? Is she lame? Oh, you talk about what's her name? Pepper Ann. Is she cool? Is she lame? Is she cool? Is she anybody's fool? Is she breaking all the rules? Pepper Ann. Marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like 1 in a million. Pepper Ann. Much too cool for 7th grade. Catch her if you can, Pepper Ann. Pepper Ann. Marching in her own parade. Pepper Ann, she's like 1 in a million. Pepper Ann, much too cool for 7th grade. Catch her if you can, Pepper Ann. She's her own biggest fan, Pepper Ann. I don't know the last word of the song. Ba-na-na. I swear, even if a box set of the complete series of Pepper Ann was like $60, I'd still pay for it, but probably no more than 60. Actually, let's make a reference to Actually, let's make a reference to one of the first Hekapoo drawings I ever did. I just muddied that up. Like I said, this is going to end in disaster. But then again, this is one of the first times I've used markers, so yeah. This is still a learning process. That and add a little bit of, where are you? This one. To it. Chisel it up with taco. Actually, the brush would probably be better. I got the, oh, right. I still gotta, what is this, saffron? No. Oh, come on. Get back in. Blasted thing. That's not what I want. Okay. It's not entirely what I want, but at least it's something. Lids. I sense a disturbance in the force. And by that I mean I hear something outside that more than likely will disturb me. Called it. Gonna mute real quick. Butter. Whatever. First attempt. Here is my failure. Yeah. First attempt for markers. Here is my failure. So moving on. Yeah. Look at that bleed. And a little bit's right here. Oh, crap. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Sophistry. Just putting my markers back real quick. Trying to think. Yeah, and might as well. And what's the worst that'll happen? What's the worst that'll happen if I mess this next one up? It'll actually be good. Yeah, I think I will redo this and ink it. And by ink, I mean marker. So, here's hoping it turns out better. Get a little bit of water to stay hydrated. Where is my? Here it is. Okay. Actually. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Piece of paper. I'm gonna grab a piece of paper real quick. Piece of average looking paper. Printer paper. I'm gonna put this there. That way I can at least try and stop some of the bleed. Alright, so let's try and copy this down. Which I say copy, but I know it'll probably improve because that tends to be my habit whenever I draw something over and over. Well, I mean, that happens with everyone. Like, you draw something. I mean, if you draw a flower 1,000 times, you're going to get better at drawing a flower each time. So, da, da, da. That up here, like necklace like this. All right, cha, 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 cha. Leave now before I get snooty, snooty, snotty, snotty. Like, comment, and subscribe if you get the Ferris Bueller reference. Nah. Oh, I will never, ever ask for likes, comments, or subscribing. If someone likes one of my vids, then that's good. If someone comments on it, then that's good. If they subscribe, then that's also great. That's fantastic. But I'm not gonna ask for it. I want people to do it of their own free volition, without the idea put into their head. Free Will and Philosophies by S.R Nohbody. Philosophies by S.R Nohbody. Today's class, Free Will. Good with feet or hands. I mean, at least I'm a little bit better with hands. But feet are just a no-go for me because I do not. Yeah, I'll make that change. All right. I had a pretty dark theory about star verses. I think a while back. I just can't remember what it was. That's probably what I would be talking about right now, if I could just remember it. I think it's something to do with Tom. I think it's something to do with Tom and Star. I just can't remember what it was. was that theory? Oh well. I guess if I don't remember it, it probably wasn't that important. Or maybe it was the key to unlocking everything. Alright, so here's the new, here's the old. Gonna do better or worse? You decide. Alright, I'm gonna ink the new one to get it ready for the marker. The markers. Alright, so. Alright. Alright, let's switch over references actually quickly before I forget. Yeah, that'll do. Alright. Blast it all. I totally have the right pin for that, but I failed to use it. Oh well. Oh well. Learning process. Learning process. Hold on. Good. Inconsiderate notions. Alright, almost done with this. little brothers. Everyone's watching to see what you will do. Everyone's watching for you. Everybody's working for the weekend. Really, I should be working on something Adventure Zone related, since that show ended. But I guess not. This and that. All right. All right. Well, first off, here's what it looks like inked, and before I mess it up. With color, with markers, with my markers. Quick drink to hydrate. Alright, well, first let's get the obvious out of the way. Get her hair. What I was complaining about earlier is that when looking at the reference for the show, what I could have done here along the hairlines is that I could have used one of my I could have used this for the outline instead. And I kind of thought about doing that before inking, but sometimes you just do things before you even realize them. Now, welcome back, Sophistry. Yeah, no problem. You can be distracted as you want. I'm just working on, I'm doing another attempt at markers. I think I'll do like maybe 3 attempts. This is attempt number 2. I don't know, 3 or 4 attempts. Not sure. I'll see how I feel after this. And then I'll call it a stream. But yeah. If you, although I think the last attempt will be like either the next attempt or the last attempt will be like viewer suggestion. So if you have an idea, sophistry, about force a habit, about what the next character I should try, go ahead and suggest it. Or think about it. Either way. Where are you? Here you are. Here's the color I need. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need this. Ow. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt my finger. And it's mostly because I got like a cut here, so. Pink. Getting these middle ones out are a real pain. Although thinking about it, I probably should have left that white. Let's see. Trying to get a good reference for this. Okay. Do one of my inks. One of my inks. Actually, let's hold off on. Let's hold off on that real quickly. Oh, is it that Crash Bandicoot thing? Seems harmless. Seems weird. Not particularly funny. I mean, when done well, it can be funny. But I don't know. Supposed to be right there. Okay. Let's get the certain colors out that I want. You and you and you and you. Okay. Let's start with lessons on how to do something like this. Let's add an orange to this, just because I can. What looks better? Slippery hands. I know I have one of my vials around here. Hold on. I think it's in one of these containers. Not that. Wait a minute. What was that? Is that a mint? Oh, cool. A mint. Yeah. I found a mint. Alright, container. Yep, here we are. Yeah. Here's some ink. Although let me get a little bit of this mint. Okay. We got our toothbrush. We got our ink. Got our ink. If I can just untwist this. Okay. Actually, let me wipe this off real quick. Magical mint, give me power! I have the power of mint! Fear me! And my minty flavor. Yes, a bunch of white ink on my finger. And I have nothing to wipe it off on except for... Oh. Let me just wipe the rest of this off and wipe off. And I don't need this to be. Oh, crap. And then let's do a quick... No. Everyone's working for you. Everybody's working for the... Whoa. This ink does not want to get up. Get out the way, ink. I will get you out of the way. Oh, that's not good. Since it's purple behind that, let's get the purple out. Okay. Alright. Let's get this ink. Right there. Right there. Oh, I forgot the shoulder straps. Let's just do that in periwinkle. And then add a little bit of, what is this? True blue? Yeah, true blue. Add a little true blue right there and right there. Okay. Alright, so star. Attempt number 2 with my markers. I guess it's kind of a cross thing because I also used ink. White ink. So yeah. Star in kind of a galaxy dress. Look at that bleed. Look at the bleed. No bleed. Oh, there's a little bit of bleed. Alright. What next? What next? What next? I'm gonna take a quick swig. Take a quick swig while I, Yeah, alright. Ugh. Little brothers. It's mostly living room problems. What next? What next? I mean, sophistry, if there's any character you'd like to see me try and draw, and ink and color and marker, then I would, yeah. I would love to hear that, because I am at a blank. I am both at a blank of what to draw, and because Well, as I said earlier, you got first dibs. So this should be. I'm gonna put this in this cup. Keep that away from the rest of my stuff. Ooh. Let's see. Sylvia from Wander Over Yonder. Just ahead, so I don't have to use too much ink or marker if I'm trying to save it. Nah, I'm not trying to save. I'm not trying to save this. Like I said, this is a test. I'm seeing how well it goes. So let me pull up a reference, because even though I do know how to draw her roughly, you should always have a reference. Always, always. Yeah, that's fine. Sylvia. Alright. Alright. I just thought of something good. Probably. But then again, I'm pretty sure it's been done before, but who cares? I'm going to do it anyways. Actually, let's go ahead and pull this window out, so that way I can keep up with chat. Should okay. Alright, sophistry. It's so weird drawing Sylvia properly. But the first time in a long time, especially after drawing like an ice version of her for the Lonely Lord Dominator comics for a little over a year. I mean, every once in a while I draw her, like actually draw her if I had like a gag idea. Welcome back, Sophistry. Hopefully I'm getting that right. Three fingers. Inking, and since this is a little bit closer, let's do it with a thicker ink. Actually, hold on. Where are you? My 0.5. I also have do I have another 0.5? Let me check my other. Alright, vibrations. That's a 3. That's a 0.05. That's purple. Okay, so I don't. Don't need that anymore. Don't need that. It's an 8 and a 5 and a 5, so these 3.
Is your brother here?
Yeah. Living rooms. And it's partly part of the reason why I stay muted during Headcanon Hive. It's because I'm in the living room, and as such, and I'd like to reduce background noise as much as possible, so whenever someone comes in here, or is in here, I like to have my mic muted while they're doing something. That way I can reduce, well, background noise. That's a 2-bedroom apartment. I swear if I could move to a different room, I would, but I can't, so here I am, trying to do the best that I can. Thank you, Sophistry. Smooth lines. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, you don't pin. Okay. Well, that mint's starting to wear off. My breath was nice and cool and fresh. Now it's just going back to normal. Well, at least it wasn't like that one time in art class back in high school. Oh man. I don't know what it is about me and the wrong crowd. You know, the kind of kids that get in trouble a lot. I don't know what it is, but for some reason they just seem to gravitate towards me. Not because I'm a bad kid, but I guess it's just because of how laid back and easy and stuff. Anyways, so there was a group of them in one of my art class. I think it was either my freshman art class or my sophomore art class, because I remember it was at one of the school. It was at the school that I went to during those years. I think it was my freshman year, because I think it was the same year that I lost my Darth Vader watch. I lost my Darth Vader watch. Oh boy. If the whole having 4 D&D rule books didn't make it apparent, the statement, I lost my Darth Vader watch, definitely proves that I am a complete nerd and dork and will never be cool. Anyways, so it was pretty much a free day in our class, and they were just goofing around, and they had a bunch of mints, and yeah, I ate so many of those mints that my breath was pretty much flammable. Like, it was, I guess the best way to describe it is like that episode of Regular Show when Mordecai ate all those mints just before he was trying to kiss Margaret because of a bet he had with Muscle Man and Rigby. And all the mints and breath fresheners that Mordecai kept taking basically made things colder and colder until the blizzard was happening. Yeah, that was pretty much my breath shortly after that. And, yeah. No. So, so yeah. So the point of the story is, do not eat a whole bunch of mints because because you will non-figuratively breathe fire. They're also the kids that gave me like these jalapeno flavored sunflower seeds, and ever since then I have been searching for jalapeno flavored sunflower seeds, which it's like, how does that work? Well, it's the shells. All right, it's the shells. But they were awesome. They were great. And I just couldn't find them ever again. But I think I did one day. I can't remember. Okay, yep. Blending with a dark. That's not good. Just kind of level this out. Funny enough, no. I did not need a whole bunch of water after all those mints. Let's see if this looks better. I'm thinking that the light color could have just been Sylvia, but since I've already committed with this true blue, I guess I might as well keep going with it. I will do it for the eyelids, though. The ink from the marker, the pens, they weren't dry. I guess it's a good thing I'm doing this blue. And we can at least mask the dirty cerulean. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I know that feel. I had to take like a few months back. I got like really sick, and because I couldn't take a sick day at work because I don't get paid for those, um, I just went to work sick, and to kind of combat that feeling, I took a whole bunch of like cough drops, which are basically like mints, but for, you know, sickness and all that. And yeah, I could not drink anything after taking one of those because, yeah, it would hurt. Let's see, what color would be best for Sylvia's thing right there. And it falls. Alright, hold on, let me just do up. I hate this. No. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do base layer with peach, and then go over it with like a red or something. Yeah, it does stink to be sick, but luckily I'm a fast healer. It's one of the things I inherited from my mom, is that I am a fast healer. Both of us are fast healer. Fast healer. We're like Wolverine levels of fast healing. Sonic speed. Yeah. Yeah, this is why so many artists go digital, so that way, because that way they can fix their problems. Like right now, I would have done the whole lightning of Sylvia instead of this dark blue. Where's the lid? Here's the lid. Where's the lid? There's the lid. needs to move over here, then this goes over here. So riveting to listen to. I realize as I'm sitting here in pretty much silence, let me just flip this over real quick so I can get a good angle at, is this chisel? Let me just do this real quick. Why do I have that song stuck in my head? Why can't I get a good song? Gotta force a good song in my head. Owner of a lonely heart, much better than the owner of a broken heart. Although on that subject of Owner of a Lonely Heart, yeah, thinking about it, that was actually a pretty good reference the Loud House made, or how they used that song. It was a very good usage. Alright, and alright, that one's done. Sophistry. So let me just pop this. Hold on. Yeah. Pretty much a reference to the fancy party whenever Emperor Awesome was trying to hit on Sylvia. Oh. No problem. Let's see. Should I do another one or should I call it quits for this week? Stay hydrated. Think. Let's look back and see what I've done so far. Yeah, first one I kind of messed up on the coloring. This one I'm a little bit more pleased with, but that's, yeah. And then this one looks pretty good. Hey, no bleed. Man. I'll have to pick that up later. Alright. Tell you what, I'll roll a d20. If I get 1 to 10, I'll end this here. 11 to 20, I'll do another one. So let's roll them dice. Rolling, 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 rolling. And that's 8. So yeah. The dice have spoken. Alright. Alright, so I guess that is it for this week. I'll try and think of something better for next week, if I do one next week. You know, because sometimes you just gotta, whatever. So, yeah, thank you to Sophistry for hanging out in the stream, and thank you to anyone who watches this later after the fact. I will check y'all out later, or not check you all out, hope, or, oh, I'm just tongue-tied, whatever. That's a sign I need to stop. Alright, let's see, hope to see y'all later next time. Aloha.